We're gonna salt the chicken.
We're gonna salt the chicken. We're not gonna salt the chicken, we're gonna salt the chicken. And what this means is we're gonna make it ready for roasting tomorrow. That's right, we're salting it tonight for tomorrow. And the first thing you do is you take out the nasty giblety baggy thing, which if you're lucky is in a bag, but it's not always in a bag. Sometimes you gotta reach in and kind of pull the guts out. But Trader Joe's is nice, they put it in a bag. You also wanna take out that fat lump if it's there. It's sometimes like right there, you just kind of yank it off. And then you kind of, as you can see, I use the Trader Joe's bag because I'm fancy like that. There's also the meat diaper, you want to get rid of that. And pat off any extra water because there's going to be juices because it's a chicken. It used to be a living creature and we're respecting that.
With those fingers, you're respecting that.
Yeah, I'm totally respecting that. With my hand up the chicken's butt, I'm totally respecting that. All right, plunk the chicken down on the plate. Pat, 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 pat. Now you notice that I touch the chicken with my hands. That means they are no longer hygienic. That's bad. It's very, very bad because what I need to do is put my hands in that salt. Right? Right. Notice the salt. The salt is kosher salt. What are you doing?
I have an extra hand.
Oh my God, no! Get your hands away from my chicken.
No, the salt. The salt. The salt.
No, I don't trust you with my salt. You don't have the delicate, womanly hands that need to salt the chicken. The salt is kosher salt, large crystal. I like Diamond brand. You can also use what's the other one? Morton's. But Diamond doesn't use any, just salt. That's it. That's all that's in it. Going over and wash my hands. Nasty.
Ingredient, salt.
Yep.
It does so right there.
I think Morton's uses a non-caking agent, which is bad. But,
Let's find out.
I don't think we have any Morton's.
Martin's.
No, that's
Oh, that's
iodized
iodized sea salt. Never mind.
Yeah.
That clearly is going to have calcium silicate, dextrose, and potassium iodide in it.
Non-caking agents.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I know my salt. All right, so, bam. Let it rain. You are looking for visible salt on the surface of the chicken. And then...
She's making a beach.
I am kind of, but trust me, it's going to be okay. So this is my dirty hand. And I rub it on the chicken. You can hear Xander in the background, can't you? And that's okay, because now I got salt in my hands, and this is where we get a little filthy. And we start sticking our fingers in up under the skin. You don't want to tear the skin. You just want to get up under the skin. And you can kind of feel the salt up against the meat. And if I'd been really smart, I would have put a towel under the plate so it didn't slide around on the counter. But I'm not. So my husband is going to be very helpful. Thank you, husband.
My arm is blocking some of the light now.
It's okay.
Don't get that. Oh, you touched me.
Oh, did I touch you? You're contaminated.
I am contaminated.
He's a zombie now. It actually is kind of helpful to pretend you're like in a war with zombies when you're doing this. It makes it a lot more fun. So this hand is still not zombified. Still can go into the salt. I don't bother getting it under the back. I just rub it on the back because this is mostly going to be in contact with the cast iron skillet when I'm cooking. And it's going to probably tear and rip anyway, so it's really just there for flavoring. Speaking of flavoring, I like herbs de Provence. Doesn't matter what herbs de Provence. And again, we want it just kind of visible. This is from Trader Joe's. They put it out like once a year around Christmas time. Penzies has a good one. I think you can get it at pretty much any grocery store.
I know there's another one in here somewhere.
Nope, I used it all up.
You used it all up? Oh,
Yep,
well, never mind.
I did not open this jar until I used up the other one.
Oh, okay.
Herbs de Provence is a traditional mixture. Usually has like thyme, rosemary, lavender, garlic, all sorts of stuff. So, I'm actually going to use a little bit more salt because I didn't get any down into the
joint,
down into the thigh quarter area. Salt it down there. The other thing about diamond salt is it is, despite looking big and coarse, it is the least salty salt you can buy. So be generous and don't be afraid. Fear not, my child. You also kind of want to get some to the cavity. Like, just go crazy. Trust me, this chicken is huge. It will absorb this and then some. And when you eat it, you will taste the difference.
That also helps with getting the skin crispier.
Kind of. It pulls the water out. What actually helps is that once I'm done with all this, I'm going to put this chicken in the fridge, and I'm not going to cover it. It's just going to go in the fridge as is, because we have a big enough fridge that the chicken can just sit in there, and our kids can't access it. So we don't worry about cross-contamination. If I did, I'd lightly cover it with plastic wrap. Okay, so you can see the herbs on the skin of the chicken. Whoa! Dangling parts. Dangling parts. And get a little bit under the skin, because the breast tastes nice with a little bit of herbs bronze on it. And I do leave this little bit of paper towel here, because this will emit some moisture. Hi, Xander. Xander's probably playing with something he shouldn't be. We love our children. At this point, I'm not going to touch any more salt or herbs. If I wanted to truss it, I might cut some slits in the skin and like tuck like that. If I was feeling really fancy, I'd use some string to tie it. I might do this under, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love to get these like super crispy, and I just like eat the wingtips like all the way up to here, which is my freaky thing that I do. Like, I know it's weird. And then I pull the skin back kind of in place as best I can. That's it. This goes into the fridge until tomorrow night, when Mike will pull it out like an hour before I come home from work. It goes into a 425-degree oven, and it cooks for an hour, and it comes out bronze and beautiful, and I will make sure to put photos of it up on Instagram.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! That's all you do, and now you got zombie chicken hands.
Bye-bye.